Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with the Disastrous Life of Saiki K Season 2 episode number 17 and 18 reaction. Okay, the previous episode we got to see Emu kind of thinking about the whole I want to meet boy, so he asks Saiki about it. And by the end of it, a lot of people comes to her mind now and then, but in the end she decides to she kind of gets attracted to Teruhashi's what's his name? I forgot his name. I always forget his name. His her brother, and I'm like, no, please stop. That's the only thing that that shouldn't happen. And yeah, and now after that, we also get to see a few more sections. There was that one section with the 100 yen man, where which is the persona that Saiki always takes whenever he wants to get some money, from her parents. And she does some odd jobs and gets 100 yen, and it depends on the difficulty of the job. He might rise the price a little bit, and by the end of it he kind of gets his money by going to his grandparents, and kind of spending time with his granddad. He just gave him everything. And but then later on we see that another new product has come in, so he's like, yep, time to start again, with his 100 yen man persona. And yeah, that's what happened. Then there was that section with the secret base, where like Nendo and every one of them went, but they were not having fun. Then there was like, I'm out, I'm going to play VR. But by the end of it they decided to stay and make like an extension. Saiki was holding it with his psychic powers, but as soon as a beetle came on his face, he fainted and the whole thing came down. So yeah, that was that episode. Let's start with this two episode. This is episode number 7. So yeah, let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's get started. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. He's back. The brothers' 5 directives. Okay. Coffee jelly. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Did he? Yeah. Yep. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my god. Wow. Yeah. Thank God. No, he might do that. 5 cards. Oh, great. True. Oh, thanks. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, oh, never mind. Oh, he got it. Oh, that's a yeah. That was smart. HB. What the hell is that? That looks like a sphere. Yo, this thing looks like. What does this remind me of? Is it Full Metal Alchemist or something? Oh wow. Tuna. Hmm. Card located 25 meters underground. Nice. Oh wow. So he has to. Oh okay. Hmm. Oh wow. There's too many. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Okay. Did he find it? Probably. Okay. Yeah. Like, what about this? Oh, okay. That's 1 year. Okay. Hopefully this doesn't explode. Oh, that's what he was aiming for. All right. Wow. Okay, that that's not wonderful. Wow. Well, he's here. Oh my god, he is too way overexcited. All right, this kid is he's too whimsical. Oh wait, really? Okay. Yeah. All right. Oh no. Ooh. Oh, Illa. Buffy. Oh, oh boy. His dialect. All right. He'll be like, oh, oi. Oh my god. Yeah. Look. Oh, maybe they know. Knows. They're like, what the hell? What's a human talking? He read their mind. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Hmm. But there's a lot of people here. Yeah. So, will he listen? Top banana. Monkey business. Oh no. Oh. So basically using his instincts. Apologize. Alright, let's go home, kid. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, here we go. Sai Sai. Oh yeah, he is okay. I forgot about it. Yeah, he got in. Yeah. Oh, you'll get spoiled. Kumogata. Assistant. Joji Kumogata. Oh. Wow. Oh my god. I feel like his dad will be something like, what are you, a detective? Why is he deducing it? Okay. He's actually giving him proper advice. Oh wow. That's a fact. Oh my god. Hmm. Yeah, everything. He's actually giving him advice. What the hell is going on? Yeah. Yeah, he spilled ink. Oh yeah. Wait, what's going on? Oh my god. Oh, the same thing is happening. They're changing clothes. Unstable. Oh, that's interesting. There you go. There you go. Inconsistent. Oh my god. Wow. Okay, stop. What? Oh. What is going? Assassination plus copies other people's manga. Oh my god! Wow. Disastrous Life of Kaido Brothers. Okay, that was good. Wait, is this his brother? Oh my god. No, or is this? Yeah, he must be his brother. Wow, he and his brother are the same. Both are Chuni. Toki. 7 times. Oh, that means even more. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Here we go. It doesn't have any friend. Henchman. Yeah, obviously. Look at his face. Yeah, he's like, yes, he might say something. Ah, nice. Wow. He's getting all the information. Yeah, I was like, oh. Fourth grade. Oh. What does it tell to his brother? Oh my god. Great. Is this the wait, who? Oh, I thought it was a mom. No, this is a sister. Oh yeah. Okay. He's scared. Oh, little sister. I thought big sister. Oh my god. Come on. Oh, here we go. He'll be like, my brother is. Great. What else has he told to his brother? No. He's like, yeah, I'm the henchman. You're the big boss. Let's. Oh, wait, what? Um. Oh, nice. There you go. A girl's makeover. Oh boy, here we go. Oh yeah, Mikoto. Hello, Harpy. Yeah, he realized a lot of things was going to happen. Phone. Oh, he okay. Wow. What? Oh God. Hmm. Role model. Oh my God. Wow. Oh, she's. Did you go? Switch. Yeah. No. Okay. No. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Wait a minute. What the? Yeah. I thought this was actually Emu. I think she, looking in the opening or something, kind of looks like Emu. I guess. I don't know. Yeah. Wow. What is okay? Okay, there you go. How did? Oh, that's what she did. Okay. I don't think that's the reason, but okay. Yeah. What? Oh, wait. I need to go back there. Just a minute. Okay, wait a minute. What did she say? Like being true to. Yeah, okay. Wait, so she was successful. I never thought she would be successful ever. Like because a Psyche is like like whole personality is like that. That he would never ever like like do something like that. The whole Ohu thing. But I was not expecting that. All right. Okay, that's it. All right, wait a minute. I'll go back a little bit. Just a second. Here we go. Someone with principles who stays true to himself is truly me. There was no need to panic, and it's only matter. Wait. A little bit more. So I returned to my usual look. Something must have been wrong with me before. I'll make Saiki say, "Oh," with how I look. Now Saiki says, "Good grief, the plan to make her give up on me failed. But at least we cleared up the whole thing and she dropped the Gary thing." Okay. But Saiki's type, someone who with principles who stays true to themselves is totally me. No need to panic. Matter of time. And he said that. He said, "Oh," but and Teruhashi was like, "Wait a minute, what?" And then she was like, "Was I hearing things?" And Saiki was like, kind of holding his hand over his mouth. So I guess that was a. She just said that. He just said that and realized. So yeah, I guess. Yeah, okay. So I guess saying something like that, like, "Oh, being true to yourself," was something that probably made Saiki. Okay. Yeah, I guess, like I can see that because for Saiki, yeah, I can see him. But then she's right, Teruhashi is right that Teruhashi is always like that, like being true to herself, like her like her whole personality and her whole thing is that she's like, "Oh, I'm the the main character," or whatever the hell she says, like, "I'm the most beautiful looking person," you know and how she is, like, confident in that. She never goes down from that, always, like, like it's consistent, that whole thing. So like Teruhashi says that, "Oh, that's just like me." That is true. If that's really what Psyche wants, then like I feel like then Teruhashi is the one who's probably the best match for him, if you think about it in that way. Like like comparing her to all the other people here in this show, Teruhashi is probably the best match for Psyche. Like, if you think of it in that manner, that yeah, she's the only person I can see who's just like extremely true to herself, just whatever, like whichever delusion she is in. It's not a delusion though, like everybody does, like, the world does revolve around her, kind of, if you think about it. Even God kind of, like, is just gives her whatever, like, she asks for. So it is true, and she is true to that whole personality thing. And not changing herself because of the circumstances is the thing that she is good, like, is her positive thing. And if that's actually what Psyche likes and wants, then Teruhashi is the one who's probably the best suited for him. Comparing her to all the other characters in this show. Okay, all right. This episode we begin with oh Psyche's brother, no, Psyche gets like a package, and Psyche's in the package. He so obviously he saw it was like coffee jelly. He's like, "Oh wow, like, let's." Everything goes out the window whenever he sees coffee jelly. So without even, like, checking if this is a trap or not, he opened it and boom, it just blasted, and he realizes this is another prank by his brother. So Kusuke is like, "All right, so let's do our usual contest that we do." And the first thing he's like, "Oh, like I have 5 cards and there's like a bomb here." I'm like, "Okay, like you're actually going into terrorism at this point." Like, that's not good. But then he was like, "Oh, it's just a joke, no bomb, no bombs are involved in this little test. It's just that your identity will be out if you're not able to gather the cards by the time." And Psyche is like, "Oh, it's probably thinking, probably it's like a fireworks, which is where it's written that Psyche Kuso has psychic abilities or something like that." And yeah, it's a problematic situation. So the first Psyche was like, "Oh, let me just go and punch you," and then he's like, "Nope, you cannot come here. It's like a complete dark room. You can't even realize where I am." So Psyche reluctantly decides to just go and start this whole thing. And the first card is the instruction was like, "There's only one person in this mall who knows where the card is. Try finding them using telepathy." And at first, Psyche's like, "My God, there's like so many people here." But then what he did was kind of smart. He says like the guy was waiting for me, so I had the PA mention me. Uh, we are looking for a boy with pink hair and glasses. Yeah. Then I needed to see who reacted to it with my telepathy, which is quite smart. Like that's how he was able to get it. So yeah, the first one was that. Then the next one, but I am so. It must be like this whole thing. Um, in the park, the little ball with the eyes. I don't know where, but it reminds me of some kind of a thing I've seen in some anime. Is it Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood? Like one of the sins? I cannot remember. Like this, like like a ball with eyes. It must be. It must be something like that because this is so familiar. This whole little ball with eyes, so many eyes. It's either Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood or Soul Eater. I cannot remember which show it was, but there is a particular thing like this in either of that show. I can't properly remember which it is, but either way, yeah, it's been so long I've watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I've forgotten most of the things. Um, okay, so it's written that the next one is that something is hidden inside the sphere at the center of the park. Look with your X-ray vision. Once you find out which it is, tell the person who gave you this letter. So he uses his X-ray vision. I love the fact that the person who brought him that is like using a fan to kind of distract. He punches the fan. Okay, that was that. The next one is 25 meters underground, which is easy for Saiki to get. The next one is in a bank, and I'm like, wow, this is actually going into weird territories. Like he has to go inside a bank and steals. God damn. Anyways, and then the final one was the whole psychometry thing, and his brother had prepared some elaborate traps. The ones which are the fake ones, the memories associated with them were extremely gross memories, and Saiki had to endure all of them to actually get to the real one. So in the end, he was like, "Ah, finally, I got it." And Kusuke is like, "Oh, you did get it, but you're 1 minute late. So, haha, you're like the secret is out now." And the fireworks blow, and it's like written like "Happy Birthday, Saiki." Now, I kind of thought that he wasn't going to out anything because obviously if Psyche's power comes out, that will be a very troublesome situation for Kusuke as well, and Kusuke also probably doesn't want Psyche's powers to come out in front of the world because there's a lot of problems associated with that. So Kusuke also doesn't want that. So I was like, yeah, he's definitely not going to do that. It'll be something, probably something else. And there you go. It's like "Happy Birthday, Kusuo." And the the letters, it was written "Happy Birthday" or something like that. And he's like, "Oh, here's your present, 1 year's worth of coffee jelly." At first, Saiki was extremely pissed, but then he was like, "All right, you know what? Like, you think this will make me happy?" Then he's like, "All right, fine, I'll take it." And Kusuke in his head is like, "All right, like I've got all the data. It's time to use my actual power for me to go all out." Okay, then the next part was Saiki is babysitting. I forgot the guy's name. Ryota? Was it Ryota? I think that was his name. I don't remember. Anyways, was babysitting him, and this kid is extremely whimsical. I guess yeah, I guess some kids are whimsical. Like on the one time they're like thinking something, the next moment they're thinking of something else. So he's like, at first he was like watching Siderman, and then he's like, "Oh, I want to go out. I want to go to the zoo," and then he makes like a whole tantrum of the whole thing. And Saiki is like, "Okay, fine." Takes him to the zoo, and Saiki is not having fun because all the people are saying random stuff. Like the animals are also not happy with anything. I love the fact that the lion was questioning its purpose. He's like, "What does the lion say?" I love the lion. Okay, here we go. "My life here is a retirement from an endless cycle of fights." Oh my god. Yeah. But is that for the best? Yeah. So, oh, and the rabbit was like planning world domination or world, something like that. It's so funny. And then at first he was like, the kid was like, "Oh, I'm bored," but then he was like, "All right, fine, I'm going to watch." And he goes in front of an island, So they try to call the, like, the animal, and the Ellen doesn't come. So Saiki is like, okay, let me just speak to him directly. And he's like, oh, hey there. And he's like, the Ellen is like, oh dear, the human just spoke to me. The Ellen has a tired speech gimmick. Oh god. I do. I kind of wonder. Does probably not. What the hell am I even saying? I was going to say, does animals have dialect or something within them? Like obviously they interact with each other. Does a thing like that exist? Just like we people have, like, different ways of, like, talking, different dialects, different accents. I wonder if animals have that. Who knows? Anyways, yeah. So the elder is like, oh my god, a human is talking to me, and then Psyche tells that, oh, like, this kid wants to talk to you, and he gets too gassed up. He's like, yes, it's like flexing and everything in front of him. And then later on, we get to know that Ryota has lost his bag. So later on, if they try to find it, and there's monkeys, no, not monkeys, but these gorillas, I think, yeah. They talk about how, like, like they was looking at the bag, they found the bag or something. And Psyche asks them, and again, like, it's obviously it's pretty, like, normal. All the animals are surprised that they're actually a human is talking to them, but that never happens. So he's like, what the hell, the human is talking to me? And Psyche kind of, like, they were not telling him, so Psyche used his thought, like, reading thing, and got to know where it is. And he found it, that it was on, like, like on a place where another, like, monkey had it, and he was just grabbing onto it. So Psyche again tries to tell the monkey that, oh, please give that back, but the monkey is like, oh, like, you lower life form, like, how dare you talk to me like that, come here and get it. And he tries to act smart, and he's like, if you think you're the top banana, you're welcome to try and take it back. And he's talking about, like, monkey business, and Psyche's like, stop. But then Psyche's like, okay, let me show you what a predator, like, is like. So obviously animals have this type of an instinct of, like, like, of sensing danger. They sense danger whenever, like, a like a probably like a bloodlust or something, they can gauge or understand. So Psyche completely, like, uses his full aura. All the monkeys were like scared of it, and Psyche's like, yes, I'm the top life form. But then later on, when they're coming back, and Ryota again throws a tantrum of, like, going back and taking a picture of the Ellen. Psyche's mom is like, are you bullying him? Oh, Yuta, not Ryota. Oh my god, sorry about it. His name is Yuta. Psyche's mom is like, are you bullying him or something? I love the fact that Yuta's mom in the back is just awkwardly smiling because she knows what has probably done. Oh my god. So anyways, so Psyche is like, like, so I'm not the top life form. Now the next part, Sai Sai. Sai Sai, it's time for Sai Sai, and again, the dad is like, oh, Psyche, please take me to my place, teleport me. But then Psyche gets an idea. Psyche's like, all right, you know what? He probably told him that, yeah, I'm going to teleport you, but you take me with you. I'll be invisible, so no one will be able to get me. So he does that, and he reaches inside the workshop, like, not a workshop, but the place where the mangas are made. And he's very excited. He's like, oh, this is his workplace. So now this part was hilarious because there was so many references. I just loved this part. At first, the one who writes Sai Sai, that author, he was like, oh, please don't look it. I'm going to put it in an envelope, and then I'm going to, give it to read it when you go home. And oh boy, that was funny. But then yeah, so here, like, there's so many things happening here. First of all, the dad starts giving proper advice to the other mangaka, who was, like, like, who's like a new mangaka. And he says, like, like, this is a story about a guy with the power of an archangel Michael sealed in him, and it's a battle manga where he fights the demon Lucifer. I'm not sure if this is like a reference to some anime or something, but this section was filled with references, so maybe it is. And I love the fact that the dad starts like reducing the whole thing. He's like, oh, your characters are looking in the left direction, right direction, so you're probably a lefty or something like that, he says. And he actually gives him proper advice, and Saiki's like, something is wrong with this whole thing. And I love the fact that which like all the advices that he is giving, like for example, the advice about where's that part? Mm, yeah, you should spread out your lines a little bit more. As soon as he says that, the next scene we see that in the we're seeing that the bubbles come up, the speech bubbles on the screen. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that. Only a hiccup got me. So a speech bubble comes in, and whatever advice he's giving, we're seeing that on the screen, like being the complete opposite. That's why Saiki was like, oh, something is wrong. And then there was that section where he talks about like, oh, why does the suddenly this one, your panel layout is too unconventional. It can only work to give the fight scenes impact. And then the next scene we see Saiki with that effect. If you always use it, that the whole thing turns limp. And Saiki's like, what is this sense of unease? Because Saiki, Saiki knows. Saiki is the the ultimate fourth wall breaker. He understands these. He gets the feeling of these things. And save a slanted panel for when you want to go. That this is it. And we see a slanted panel after that. This part was hilarious. Okay, and then there was that part with the dress change, and he's like, oh, the ink splatter. We see the ink splatter on the screen. And then he talks about the dress change, and he's like, why does he suddenly change the dress? And then we suddenly see that Saiki's dad's dress has changed, Saiki's dress has changed. And then the being inconsistent, suddenly, talking something and then suddenly going to the next thing. And we see Saiki's dad doing the same thing when they bring, dessert for him. Okay. Now, after that was the part with the hilarious reference. He's like, wait a minute, how does he get his demonic powers? And mangaka says, it's because he ate the demon fruit. And I'm like, wow, great. This show is not at all even bothered to bring out the actual references. It's crazy. Even Gintama kind of changes the names and all. Like, for example, in in the Dragon Ball Z parody that Gintama did, they called Krillin as Grillin or something like that. Here they just straight up say the name. Saiki's dad is like, just in case you've heard of One Piece, and I'm like, wow, they don't care. Usually they change the name. This show doesn't care. It just gives out the name like that. Starts talking about the One Piece, and then they start talking about the Maha speech, and obviously that's from Assassination Classroom, and they're just pulling out references like that one after the other, and yeah, and that was that. That was hilarious. That part I love whenever manga or animes do the parody and fourth wall breaking thing. Okay, next we get to see Kaido's brother. His name is Toki, and he is also a chunin, kind of being in the process is turning into a chunin little by little with his brother's influence, and he thinks his brother is the strongest person in the world. And his brother just told him just so many things, just completely random stuff. Like he's like, oh, Cider Man, how strong is he? Can you beat Cider Man? And he's like, yes, 5 times, 5 times more stronger. And then he's like, but here it says that Cider Man is 10 times stronger after he drinks the cider, drinking cider. And he's like, oh, then should I open my seal on my right or left, whatever, hand? Oh God. And he's like, oh, but the whole world was going to get destroyed if you open your seal. And some convenient some excuses as well, and because Toki says that, oh, but my brother said that in the bath he opens it because he has a barrier around him. I'm like, yeah, right. And then suddenly Saiki's and Nendo comes in, and here obviously Kaido is like, oh my God, I am in a big trouble. My friends might say something to him. So they go to his place, and here Nendo is like, oh, let me talk to the little kid. And Toki's like, wait, you guys are my brother's henchmen. Why are you talking to him like this? And I love the fact that Nendo actually is like, oh, really? Like, yeah, yeah, we are his henchmen. So tell me more about your brother, what he has told you. Like, he did that just so to get more information. And Kaido's like, and I was also thinking, I was like, damn, he's quite like intelligent in these type of situations, isn't he? Smart. And Saiki also said the same thing, like, weirdly smart in these type of situations. And Toki starts talking about his brother's heroics. He's like, my big bro used to lead a gang over 10,000 people. Um, and he's like at fourth grade or something like that, he says. Yeah, he was only in fourth grade. And then Nendo's just having a blast. And not only that, it talks about light bulb and how he is the one who invented it and all that. He went to the moon, he defeated Rikishi, like, all that stuff he says. And Nendo is like, for a moment, Nendo is like, oh, really, you did that? That's so cool. And then we get to see their sister. I thought it was the big sister, but it's the little sister. And she's in 8th grade. So I guess his sister is not like him, unlike his brother. Like, not Chuni, I guess. I'm not quite sure. Anyways, she's pissed off because they're making a ruckus in this home. So Nendo's like, well, you're so strong. Why don't you, like, wait, what does he say? Just a minute. The run, that's like a mad dog. Okay, she has to study because of, like, exams. You're the oldest, so can't you throw your weight around more? He's like, what the hell? What should I do to my? That's my sister, and this is my brother. What can I do? But then an actual problem comes in. It was a random guy, like, just kicking like a vending machine. And obviously Toki's like, what the hell are you doing? This is my brother's turf. And he's like, what the hell, brat? Like, what the hell are you saying? Whose, like, turf is this, huh? Let me see. And now, obviously, Kaido cannot do anything in this situation. And he, like, Nendo was like, oh, like, good luck. Like, you're our boss. Like, we are your henchmen. So before anything happens, Toki comes and just just flips him over, the guy. And Saiki's like, well, his brother has already surpassed him. And Toki's like, but my brother can do way better than this. I'm just learning. I love the fact that his brother actually is, like, honing his skills because of this, like, which is like a positive thing. Unlike Kaido, who's just does these random stuff, just weird, like, delusions he has, and he does nothing to actually, like, like, prepare himself for, like, any of the things that he's saying. But his brother, however, he's actually training, which is kind of a positive thing. So there you go. My god. Okay, anyways, the next part is Teruhashi's section, where Teruhashi gets to see that Saiki is hanging out with Mikoto, and she's like, what the hell, who is this girl? And she follows them. Teruhashi's pissed off, she follows them, and Saiki realizes that, yeah, something annoying is going to happen now. So Saiki just is like, oh, Mikoto, take care of this situation, and just leaves. And Teruhashi comes and confronts her. Now Mikoto can see the aura, so she's like, whoa, this girl, her aura is crazy. Like, what the hell is this? And we see that Mikoto actually tried to find out who is the most beautiful person, and she says, like, I nearly lost it when I found out I'd been competing with her. I was caring for who had feelings for Kuso. My god. uh, and yeah, so here Teruhashi starts thinking in her head. She's like, what's going on? Why is Saiki, obviously it's like a whole, like, like, wrong impression he has. He thinks that Saiki likes her or something. But she's like, oh, why is Saiki, like, hanging out with her? And then she looks at her bust and she's like, is that the reason? Is it because she's a Gyaru? So by the end she's like, okay, most probably because she's a Gyaru, so I'm going to change my image a little bit. While Mikoto is like, wow, like, this girl is crazy, her aura. You know what? Let me change my image. And the exact opposite, like, have, like, both of them has the exact opposite appearances the next day. Teruhashi, like, started like, putting on makeup and everything like a Gyaru, while what's her name? Mikoto, she, like, made her hair straight. I think that's a natural hair color, so her natural hair color is brown. It's brown, isn't it? Yeah. So she's like just wearing like normal clothes and like no makeup, nothing, just like a like her hair is straightened and all. So so both are kind of like having like different images, and again like Teruhashi's like why is Saiki talking to her, like because like I changed my image. So after that, oh no, wait, no, oh, sorry, Mikoto goes away because Saiki says like like don't make this situation more troublesome. So Mikoto goes away, and Teruhashi thinks, oh, it must be because of the Gyaru thing. That's why Saiki is not paying attention to him. So Saiki likes people who like like flashy people, like so she's like, okay, so I'm going to become more flashier. So the next day we see her put on like full makeup, full change, like whole like like her hair is like a wig. I'm guessing it's a wig or something. No, I'll be honest. I actually thought like I think this character that this Teruhashi's this makeover, this came in the opening, and I thought it was Emu. I actually thought it was Emu, but it's actually her. Okay, that's interesting. So next day, like she's like this, and everyone's freaking out. Everyone's like, "Oh wow, you've changed your image. That's so nice." And and Teruhashi's like, okay, Teroshi's like, oh, like now definitely Psyche is going to say Ohu. But Psyche is not having it. Psyche is like, what the hell is this? So she runs away, and Psyche realizes that, okay, this is getting more and more troublesome. So let me bring in Mikoto, and use her to tell her that, oh, like Psyche likes people who are uh, more like like are true to their self or something like that. Where is that section? Okay, uh, you shouldn't change your appearance like that. The person you like probably prefers people who are true to themselves, people with principles. So yeah, so that's why he Teruhashi realizes, oh, that's why the reaction the next day Sasaki had to Mikoto was like that because she was not her true self. So that's why Teruhashi decides to become, like her true self. And that's why she's like, okay, I'll make Saki say Ohu with the way how I usually look. I don't need to change my image. I need to be just like myself. Someone with principles who stays true to themselves is totally me. And I kind of agree with that. Like I said, like, what she says here is a person who she thinks of herself as like the world's beautiful most beautiful girl, and she acts like that. She embraces that, and that's like her whole thing, her identity. And she never like kind of goes like like never kind of goes out of that path. So that if that is really what Psyche likes, then Teruashi is probably the best person, best person who's compatible with Psyche in this whole class, or in any people we have seen in this show. Because later on, when she was saying all of this, Psyche kind of says, "Ohu." That was Psyche, wasn't it? Yeah. Let me hear it again. Okay, yeah. Then she says, "There's no need to panic. It's only a matter of time." And yeah, he does say, "Ohu." She doesn't realize it was Psyche, and she's like, "It must. I must be hearing things." But we see Psyche like putting his hand on his face. So yeah, like that is what probably made him say that, because Teruhashi was saying like, yeah, I'm probably the best one because I'm the one who never goes beyond my principles, which is true. So yeah, this is the first time I guess. I never thought he would ever actually say like the whole like joke about this whole thing was like Psyche is never going to say that. So it's kind of surprising he actually said that here. Anyways, let's see what happens. The next episode. This is episode number 18. So yeah, let us begin. I'll be putting in the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's get started. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Toma Akechi, the transfer student who never shuts. Another transfer student. Oh my god. Yeah. What? Yeah. Okay, what? No. Moved it. Akechi. What's going on? Toma Akechi. Yeah. Yeah. Akechi. Wow. He talks a lot. What is going on? Okay. What? Uh, okay, stop. Nah. Yeah, he's gonna go on rambling now. You're happy, Kaido? Yeah, well. Oh, wait, how does he know that? Oh my god. Ooh. Hmm. Oh no, maybe he might be able to guess that he's wait, what? Oh no, I knew this was going to happen. Wait, is he like his childhood friend or something? Yeah, he knew Saiki when he was a child. Yeah. Oh no. Asumito. So he is his childhood friend. Oh no. Oh, see, he did the same thing. Nice. 31st. What? Second grade. Huh? Yeah. Oh no, oh no, stop. Stop. Yeah. Oh god. Yeah. What? Oh my god. His eyes are crazy. He doesn't even remember her. Yeah, he doesn't pay attention to people. Yeah, okay. Oh, interesting. Oh. Alright, stop. Yeah, that's your fault. Yeah, okay. Wow. Unproductive. Yeah, probably because Nendo. Oh lord. Oh god. Stop. Another unproductive. Alright. He's running away. Oh my god. He talks to us, there's needed two subtitles are needed. What is Death Note? Thank you. Yes. Oh no, maybe Teruhashi. He'll go to Teruhashi now. Yeah. Yep, Teruhashi. Oh, even he, his thoughts blew away. I suspicion. Sweet potato digging disaster. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. Coco means. Oh great. No, this is not a Coco means. Why are you here? Yeah. Oh my god. Here we go. Oh no, stop. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, he made someone a medium. Yeah, he made someone possess him. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Yes, there you go. There's an. Yeah. Oh wow. Insects. Oh yeah, he doesn't like insects. Hmm. There's too many to read. Ooh. You. Oh. Yeah. Hey. Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh my god. Ah. Beta minute. Oh no. Oh. Oh. Oh no. He's deliberately doing it. Yeah. Oh, okay. Was he did something? Yeah. What? What did he do? Oh, nice. That's what happened. Putting the mascot characters in order. Okay. Oh my god. Um. Oh no, it's probably someone else. Wait, is that Sai? Okay. Oh, what? Yeah, the Astra is different. Yo. Mm. Oh wow. Yeah. Like came from some other manga or something? Yeah. Oh, serpent. Wow. My ears. No, but there's another cat. Wow. Oh God. He's acting like his dad. He's acting like his dad. Oh, that's him. Wow. Yeah. Oh no. Wait, does what's going on? Oh my God. Oh Lord. He gave him the mask. Robot cat. Ah. Ah. He's like, what's going on? I'm not the mascot anymore? Oh Lord. Meteoricycles listless days. Yeah. Okay. Oh, there he is. My God. Mm, yeah. Oh wow. Great. Cancel Jim. Psycho Sama Psycho. Oh my God. Butler peasant. What? Wait, are they the one who did it? Well, what do you expect? What else do you expect, huh? Yeah. Yeah. You don't. Wow. Great. Even his playmates. Okay. Yeah. True. Yeah. What? Oh, that's what it, that's why they did it. Hmm. Oh my god. But he did say that from the beginning, you know? Yeah. He's like, oh, you're not my peasant? Yeah, there you go. Oh, great. Hmm. Yeah. Donation? Yeah. Okay. Hmm. All right, there you go. That's it. That was this episode. So we begin this episode with what's that part? Okay, a new character is here. His name is Akechi. Now, Akechi is a name that I've heard so many times in anime, like not only anime, but like for example, like I think like Persona 5 also has an Akechi, doesn't he? Just a minute. Uh, yeah, like Persona. Yeah, there you go. Goro Akechi. Yeah, like it's been a while I've played the game, so I've forgotten most things. But uh, Akechi is a name that is quite like like quite common in anime. Like not that common, but like whenever I heard the name, it kind of gets in my head, and I kind of remember. Like Akechi are like like for example, what else characters are there? Akechi. Just a minute. Akechi. Akechi. Akechi Kogoro. Yeah, I was wondering, like, where have I? Okay, yeah. This is like a fictional character, is a fictional private detective created by Japanese mystery writer Edogawa Ranpo. Yeah, Akechi Kogoro. I was, okay. And obviously in Detective Conan as well, there's an Akechi. And so like that's the thing, like there's so many yeah, so yeah, that's what I was saying. So Akechi is a name that I've heard so many times in anime that it's like I instantly remember. So when he's like, oh, I'm Akechi, I was like, wow, like another Akechi here. So now this guy, he's a childhood friend of Saiki, and he talks a lot. So like it's so much, like he talks so much that even the like his thought processes cannot like like the amount of subtitles it's needed it cannot like actually properly explain his thought processes to us audiences as well. So yeah, now obviously he's another transfer student, and this is like how many times? It's like the fifth time, the fifth transfer student we have. So Psyche's like, yeah, at this point I feel like we start probably have to start like a murder mystery. Kill off the first person, which is Reta, and okay, now obviously I'm guessing this is the reason why we have another transfer student is because of that whole thing with the volcano. Like he's not able to like resolve it, so another transfer student is here. So unless and until he's able to resolve the whole volcano situation, this is going to continue the like transfer student thing. So okay, so the teacher comes in, and I love the fact that the teacher is like, oh, this is like an we have another transfer student, this is normal. And Akechi starts talking, and the speech bubbles are so many that it's like on his face, people are not able to see it. And again, fourth wall breaking, he moves away the speech bubbles with his hands, and he just continues keeping introducing himself, and he doesn't stop, and he introduces himself so much that even the teacher is by the end of it like, all right, let's end this here, and the bell rings, and she's like, yep, homeroom is over, go back to go to your seat. And so obviously he's an interesting character. He's like just his personality is like this, so people are not interacting with him that much. He's just alone sitting there, and we see how Kobayasu and Kaido, both of them kind of try to go and make friends with him, because he's all alone. He's like, oh, should we sit, like we should eat with you, like like can we sit down? And he starts talking again, and he starts talking so much that by the end of it, they're like, yeah, like you know what, maybe not. And okay, so still they kind of sit down and they start talking and try to interact with him, but he keeps interrupting them. So Kubias is like, stop, don't talk, like, unless until we ask a question. And he's like, yeah, fine, but then he starts again rambling. So some way or the other, Kaido is able to squeeze in one question, one of his usual chuny questions. What do you think about death? And I'm like, yeah, this is a great conversation, because he's going to start rambling again about these type of things. And that's what he does. He starts talking about death. He's like, that's a rather difficult question. What do you mean? What I think about dying, or about death in general. In the case of dying, I'd say the idea frightens me, and I, of course, don't want to die. But it's something all living beings must encounter at one point, so I'll have to accept it myself one day. Well, I don't know if I can do that until the day comes. Wait, what did he say after that? By the way, it said that all are equal in death, but I have my doubts. If everyone were truly equal, then we wouldn't we all die exactly at 80 years of age? Oh, wow. He just, I think Kaido's like, okay, stop, like enough. And then they start talking about hobbies, and he keeps rambling, and Koopa's just like, stop, enough. And we can see that here is the section where we get to see what type of a person he is. He's very observable. He can observe people a lot, and I'm guessing that's because his whole deducing things and everything that he does is probably because of the person who he's inspired from, like Kokoro Akichi. I think that was the name I read just a few moments ago. The character made by Edoga Rampo. Like that's why I'm guessing his personality is like this. Like he deduces stuff, he's very observable and all that. So he says that, oh, Kobayashi, you're a delinquent, aren't you? And then he talks about how his appearance, like he's acting as if he's trying to convince others that he is a normal person, which kind of gives us the vibe that he's a delinquent. So here we get to see Saiki sweating, because Saiki kind of remembers, he's getting this idea that, oh my god, have I actually met this guy before? Because like he said, he could not detect his inner thoughts, because he's rambling in his head so much that he cannot properly understand what he's saying. So Saiki gets a flashback, and he realizes that, oh, it's probably someone I know. And now then they start talking about psychics, and I was like, yep, this is the most troublesome situation, because he will probably guess that Saiki is a psychic. And that's what he says. He's like, oh no, we do have psychics, and he's like, oh, Saiki is a psychic, and he just directly says that. Obviously his friends doesn't believe him. It's like, what the hell are you saying? Psychics don't exist. And Saiki also realizes this is a very troublesome situation he is in, and he now remembers that this guy is actually his childhood friend. He knew him. And Akichi says, like, oh, how are you, Saiki? Like, like long time no see. Akichi is my mother's maiden name. But back then I was going by my Toma Asumi. And we get to see how he was Saiki's friend, and he told Saiki that, hey, do you have psychic powers? And now Saiki realizes that, yeah, this situation is bad because he's too meddling. He can deduce stuff this quickly, and he might actually, people won't believe him. However, he's going to introduce the, like, like the thought that, oh, Saiki may be a psychic. That's the more troublesome thing. He doesn't want any of that. He doesn't want any type of attention falling onto him. So he's like, okay, what should I do? Act dumb. He makes that face that he did before as well. And now obviously Kubas and Kaido, like, what are you saying? Like, psychics, there's nothing called psychics. And okay, then after that he starts talking about Saiki, how they were friends before and how he transferred out. But then he starts again rambling about random stuff, and Saiki is still acting down. He's like, oh, I don't know, like, what he's saying. So Kaido is like, oh, if Saiki had powers, then he would have told me. And Akachi's like, he starts talking about what happened, how they got stranded and all that. And obviously Akachi's like, oh, really? Tell me more. Because, and Saiki's sweating. Saiki's like, yep, those are the situations which actually has the biggest chances of outing me as a psychic, because he actually did use psychic powers. And they're telling everything to him, and Aki's is like, I think that it must be Saiki who was the main reason for you guys getting out of that situation. Like he said, I'm 99% certain that you were responsible for the incident. And he's like, I'm going to find a proof that you're a psychic, blah blah blah, and Saiki just leaves. So here we kind of get a little flashback. We still don't know what this was about, because here Saiki said that I should have covered it better, and we get a flashback of seeing two kids. They're saying, we're going to pick on you too. And he says, I remember something I didn't want to. So I do wonder what situation this flashback is about. It's probably a bullying situation. Who were those kids bullying? Was it Akechi? I don't think anyone can bully Saiki. I don't think that's possible. But it must be Akechi then. So it's probably, I think, and that's probably what he remembered. And that's why he's like, I remember something that I didn't want to. Like, they still do not give us any kind of hints. Later on we'll get to know, maybe, I'm guessing, this little flashback, the reason, the origin behind it. Okay, now next we get to see that Akechi is trying to find out more about Saiki by asking his friends. At first he's asking Yume, Hara, and Mera, and he's like, oh, I want to know more about Saiki. And they're not keen on talking to them because Yumhara's like, what the hell, because I got late in school. And okay, so after that, here I think Yumehara says that. Okay, yeah. Yumehara's like, yeah, like, you know what, something is always wrong whenever Saiki is with me. And then so Akechi's like, wait, really, tell me more. And she's like, I don't lose any weight no matter how much I diet. And Mira's like, how much I work, my family hasn't gotten any less poor. And Akechi's like, yep, just unproductive stuff, let me just leave. And he leaves, and then he goes to the next two people, which is Hyro and Hyro says that it seems as if he's not even trying. And he talks about how he has not seen people coughing up blood in gym class. And again, unproductive. And he's like, yep, let me just leave. And Nendo, obviously this is Nendo, so he doesn't get any kind of proper response from him. And he's like, and he says, like, he's just amazing. And that's just he says. He's like, nah, he's amazing. And again, waste of time, so he leaves. So okay, after that, I was wondering, like, when's Teruhashi going to come, because Teruhashi is the only one who was left here. So yeah, Teruhashi comes in, and he even his thought process just goes away, and he's like, oh. And oh god, and then he's like, and Saiki's like, all right, you know what, I feel like Teruhashi and him should not meet, because he might get to know that Teruhashi has feelings for him, and if he realizes that, he'll probably say that, oh, you brainwashed her. So Saiki's like, where are the cocoa means, her flan cub. Reita comes in from wherever the hell he was, and oh god, and Saiki's like, yeah, even a much bigger trouble has arrived, because Reita knows that Saiki is a psychic. So if he can probably Akechi can probably guess, because he's quite observant. So he uses telepathy to tell Reita that, oh, don't let him understand that I am a psychic. Akechi was going to leave, but Reita suddenly says like, all right, Saiki, and there you go. That's just it. Like he just grabs onto that, and he's like, Saiki, did I just hear Saiki? What are you talking about? Do you know anything about Saiki? And so here we see Reita channeling in like a swindler, a master swindler inside him. That's why he was able to get out of this whole situation. So yeah, for now, danger averted. But next is the whole sweet potato, digging section. And here we get to see that Saiki is being like Akechi again tries to interact with Saiki, and he's trying to out Saiki by putting him in a situation which he's not comfortable with. For example, bugs. He doesn't like it. And Saiki, if he messes up, he'll probably just his powers will go crazy, and Akechi will get enough proof for that. So that's what Akechi is trying to do. Akechi is actually putting bugs in front of Saiki, and is and Saiki is thankfully Saiki is able to restrain himself. But then, okay, this part, Mera is taking digging sweet potatoes, and in front of him, he makes her forget, and just she goes away. But okay, wait a minute. Here we get to see that this time Saiki is doing something else. Saiki actually hypnotized Mera, not hypnotized Mera, but I guess made it seem as if Mera was him, and told Mera that, I'm going to give you this potato, you just go and stand there with this. And that's what she did. She just went and stand there. All the worms and everything was on her hands and her face, but she's determined for that potato, so she's standing still. Nothing happens. Akechi thinks that, oh, what's going on, why is he not reacting anymore, am I overthinking things? And for now, again, danger averted. But by the end, there was a little section where Saiki saw the worm on top of Mira's face. He got freaked out, and the potato just blasted. All right, the next part is about Amp is thinking that, yeah, as always, I'm perfect again. I'm the main reason that this show gets this popular, something like that, he says. And he sees that there's another cat in the neighborhood whose art design is different. And everyone's fussing about them. And so he's like, what the hell, where's my spotlight? He goes to Saiki and he's like, look at this. What's going on? A different art style cat is here. So, okay, Saiki realized at the beginning that this is a robot, because he we get to see little by little, he always says that whenever his dad says that, oh, your mom is allergic to cats, so we should take this cat away, he says you don't have to worry about it, because he knows that that's a robot. We get to see that. But obviously Amp and the dad doesn't know. So at first Amp is like, oh, what the hell, you want to be the mascot or something? And and the dad comes out, and the dad loves Amp, but here in front of this cat, he's like, wow, this cat is even better. And everything, all the things are this cat has. Even the logo which Amp had, he has a more prominent logo in his bag. So the dad starts passing about this new cat, and takes him inside. And Amp leaves. Amp is sad. Amp is like, oh my god, my career is over. And then we see Amp is just practicing in in the when Saiki goes to the grocery store, he sees Amp is practicing, And Amp is very sad. Amp is like, I'm so sorry, I never, like I shouldn't have acted like this, like this, self-absorbed, I always thought like all the humans are my, servants. I can't let it go to my head. And then he's like, you know what, I'm going to do anything. I'm going to lick the boots, like suck up to all the humans and defend my master, like a mascot status. And I was thinking that, my god, how much did Saiki's dad rub off on him. This is typical Saiki's dad, the way Saiki's dad does stuff. So, so there you go. So Amp is determined. So after that, we see Amp is here in front of the dad with a mask. I was wondering where the hell did he get the mask, and later on we get to know that Kusuke is the one who gave it to him. So Amp is here like this, and Amp is like, oh, there you go, look at me, like I'm also like, I look like him. So like, and then the dad says that, but your mom, has allergies, so I cannot take any of these cats inside. And Saiki again says, like, you don't have to worry about it. But they don't listen. Later on, when the mom comes in, the mom is like, oh, there's a cat here. And like, one thing we can see that the mom also wants to probably interact with cats, but unfortunate situation, people who have allergies, can't do anything about it. If you have allergies and you love cats, that's like the most, what can I say, like sad thing. What can you do? Like, you cannot properly interact or anything. So the mom was like, oh, I don't think there won't be any issues if I just interact with him a little bit. But the dad was like, no, Saiki, quickly get your mom inside and revert his, her day, one day. And all these commotions are happening, and Kusuke comes in and like, it's fine, this is like a robot cat. And Saiki's like, I was telling you guys from the beginning that you don't have to worry about it. So he's like, yeah, I made this cat for your anniversary, because obviously mom won't be able to have like an original cat, so this is like a replacement. And mom and dad are very happy. They take the cat in and put a little cat food outside for Amp and just closes the door. Poor Amp. He'll have his day, hopefully, in the future. Now, the next part is Psycho's section, where we get to see Psycho's as always acting as pretentious as he is, because that's like basically his personality, nothing you can do about it. But people are not happy about it. People are kind of like just talking about him and everything, and because he acts like this. And we can see that he's three lackeys, Takahashi and those other two guys. They are kind of helping him out with the stuff. And we see there's like some scribblings on the desk. I love the fact that that Psycho is like, oh, let me call my butler to bring in his forensic team. And Takashi and all of them quickly rub it away, because they're the ones who did it. Now we kind of get to realize later on that it's not that they did it out of spite, but because of another reason, the whole thing that he did. And even Kubayasu was here with the bucket to clean it up. Like, we can see that the people who knows him and are good friends of him are trying to help him out. But obviously this guy, he's just too pretentious. But he goes into the restroom and he's just just depressed, and he's like, oh, this never happened, all the time, everyone in my life has been moved by money, but these guys don't. So I'm going to transfer out, and I'm going to leave this place. And after that, we see in a different scene that Kaido is asking, not Kaido, sorry, Hiro is asking Takashi that, why did you do this? And we see that their reasoning is a little bit different. They did not do this because they don't like him. They did this because they actually want him to understand that they're not doing this for his money. At first they were doing it for his money, but then later on they realized that he's actually he gives them money, even when they don't need it, even when they refuse it, he gives them money. And not only that, he's he's a nice person, so he wants them to realize that they're his actual friends. And that's why he that pissed them off. That's why he they did this in this weird roundabout way to try to convince him. So it's not because they don't like him, it's because they want him to understand. And that's what they were saying. And while all of this was happening, we get to see that Psycho's going to leave. He told the principal about it. And here they meet Nendo, and I was like, yeah, like since Nendo is here, something will positive will happen, because Nendo is the first person who kind of made him question the fact that yeah, not everyone moves by money. That's seen on the bridge, you remember. So Nendo's perfect for this whole thing. So he says like, oh, I'm going to leave, like, like this, like I'm going to transfer away. And then we see Nendo starts crying, and Nendo's like, we are friends, why are you going to leave? And Psycho's like, how are we friends? And he talks about how they went together to so many places. We got deserted in a place. We ate in your house. Like so many things we did together. I even gave you, like, the whole ramen. Like, I've treated you to ramen. So that's what happens between friends. And that's why he's like, like that's why you are my friend. And obviously, Psycho is still like, like I'm still acting pretentious. He's like, oh, like, like an upper class like me can not act like, like work with a peasant like you. And Nando says like, who cares about money between friends? And while they were having this back and forth, we get to see, even though he's saying these type of words, he's smiling, and he's happy about the situation, that someone acknowledges him, and everyone looks at them and they're like, wow, this is the first time I actually see him smiling like that. And yeah, later on like, he went back and told the principal that nah, I'm not transferring away. And principal's like, oh, my donation. My god. But anyways, that's where it ended. So yeah, a new character we met, and Saiki kind of did the whole Ohu thing here, which is kind of like the two highlights of these two episodes. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. This was my reaction to the Disastrous Life of Saiki K, season 2, episode number 17 and 18. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know, and I'll check them out. That is it, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next week with 2 more episodes of the Disastrous Life of Saiki K. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.